Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daria Reactions. I'm Fred. If you're new to the channel, glad that you found us. If you are a returning viewer, well, I'm glad that you're back. For those who are new here, essentially what we are doing is your typical reaction, commentary, discussion series of videos focusing around one particular television show. In this case, it's MTV's Daria, which aired on MTV in the late 90s and early 2000s. Now, in addition to a rewatch commentary discussion, these are uncut. You will be seeing me going through the episodes from beginning to end, hence why we have the display capture and we have the blurs turned on and off. As such, you don't hear any audio from it because I do kind of like a running commentary discussion. Things is what I generally react to. So you get my full reaction. Now here's the other thing to that. So full disclaimer, as they say, is it's not my first time watching Daria. I am old enough to have been in high school when the show was airing on MTV back in the day. Matter of fact, season 4 basically is the back end of my junior year and the start of my senior year of high school. This season 4 aired in the year 2000. Also of note, it's actually out of arm's reach at the moment. We are using the complete series box set, which has a number of issues with it. Hence why we typically only do one episode a week, because getting the disc to actually work on any type of DVD player that is not that is like a USB plug-in or anything that's tied into a computer is a pain in the ass. It works fine on a regular DVD player, but not on a not so. It has its issues. It has its issues. So anyway, we are in the middle of season 4, and we're in the second half of season 4. And this week's episode we are going to be watching is called Mart of Darkness. And oddly enough, it is the second animated show that I know that it's actually have a reference to something called Of Darkness. The other one is being Extreme Ghostbusters, which had an episode called Heart of Darkness, and that came out like 1997 when that episode aired. I'm more of a Ghostbusters fan, in case you can't tell. Also of note here, you're going to hear me like kind of like sniffling and stuff like that, because at the time I'm recording this, 12:30 in the morning on December 23rd, which is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. It is fucking cold outside. It is at this exact moment 15 degrees Fahrenheit. I have a space heater on about a foot away to me to my right, and it does nothing. so so yes, it is rather cold in my office space. Rest of the house is warm, but in the office space, the recording studio, the streaming space, the place where I do my writing and work and everything, it is frigid beyond belief. Although it's not as cold as it was back in, say, 2022, around the same time where it got down to 6 degrees Fahrenheit. So anyway, let's get to it here. Let's put this in full screen there, so this way. And Legends of the Mall. This had a Daria Day intro. Oh no, it's not Legends of the Mall. Wrong episode. Mart of Darkness. Weird. This remember when I just said this about a minute or so ago that this is uncut. There you go. Let's see, awkward Ashley be that uncensored, or the target audience be do things uncut. There we go. Mart of Darkness. La 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 la. Tom, you are a frog. Jane actually got that sculpture put together quite nicely. And Tom is eating her art supplies. And there's an interesting look for Quinn. Lime green is not her color. She broke the string on her bag. It's it's always you, Stacy. The Immaculate Confection. That was cute. Daria with her boots off, solid socks and everything. Weird. Oh, she's stealing a bootlace. That explains things as to why to get Daria to the Mart. Daria has some awkward feet. Payday, grand opening. Oh, so this is like the Walmart equivalent of things. Ooh, I'm in the mood for a pie. Whose house is this? Oh, it's Kevin's house. Okay. So we get to meet Kevin's father. Brittany has that to look forward to in many years. Oh no, wait, she's not. She doesn't stick with Kevin at the end. What do you mean he's not? Wait a second. He he is not allowed to eat at any school function because because he was taking excess bunk cake. Yeah, so that Principal Lee can write it off. That is a nice spread. Yeah, you can't begin a barbecue without the sauce. So Kevin's parents wear tracksuits. Oh wow. And his mom does not like Brittany. Is he? Is he really? He's on fire. Yeah, it was damn. Extra duty, extra large duty, suds. The memories will go jogging. Yes, they have, and they're doing laps. One per customer, right. Daria's boot undone is actually really well animated there in design. Sugar, raw. I said it before, I'll say it again. I miss the slow mo commercial bumpers. The news. Yeah, so Tom and Jane had a fight because he ate her art supplies. And the fashion club are here. It's a it's a party. The horror, the horror. Kevin's father has a huge head. Nope, the Cowboys did not kick ass at the time of this recording. I can safely say that. Ugh, the cheese log. Daria ain't eating that. It probably will help. Oh wow, there's an interesting cameo. Matter of fact, that's her second cameo of the season, actually. Which 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 is pretty nuts that she gets two cameos. Wow, she moved quick too. Shopping. Six 60-piece value pack of toilet paper. That's definitely a value. That will last a few years. When you live by yourself. It lasts for a while. Yeah. Well, Sandy, we definitely want you to get wrinkles. What? They definitely do have everything. Yeah. So everybody's going to end up at this Costco. Is it mozzarella? What? Oh wow, Kevin's busted. 4.99. Apparently so, Brittany. That's all you're worth. Yes. Yes. Yes, you are. Throw some corn on the cob on the grill. Lush beer. Opportunity gets knocked up type. Deep fried in nature's own cooking oil? Really? Oh, he's gonna get a fight into her. No, it's not. Yeah, as president of the fashion club, ever calling an emergency meeting on everything. There's there's no way that her shirt is 100% cotton. Sandy, you are a moving fashion violation. What are they made out of? Man, she is just booking it. Jane is obsessed. Gummy bears. Yeah, they are her art supplies. Tom ate them. Also, I just noticed this is another episode where, depending on the close-ups, they don't. It's not completely flush with the bottom of the frame. I just noticed it on that last shot at the end of the of Act Two. Daria was like about a few centimeters up from the bottom. Lot of bug supplies there, or like bug dealing supplies. Raids. Oh, frozen lasagna sounds good. I really gotta stop thinking about food after midnight. Gotta be like Gizmo. Too late. She's already disappeared. 9. It's the same. It's the same stuff. Are they low calorie? That's gummy bricks for the road trip. Meanwhile, back at the party, yep, I knew he was gonna get into a fight with her. Wow, that's sad. The fact that he found the barbecue sauce. And his first name is Anthony. That's a big thing. A barbecue. He doesn't know. She's gonna ambush her. Yep, we found you. Yeah, this is another scene where okay, where if you're watching this on the DVD, her it's like it doesn't totally the character models don't become completely flush with the bottom of the screen. Nope. Oh, Kevin, you're in for it now. From football. Okay. Oh, dude, is Mr. O'Neill actually going to stand up for himself here or not? The lines. They don't like him. No, you don't need. You can't have enough cotton balls. No, Brittany didn't forget a damn thing. He's back in. Oh, and he's going after the one log. Oh no! Oh no! Riot! Oh, Mrs. Branch stepping up. Oi! Oh, they shall propane there. You know, Hank Hill approves. All right. All right. So how? Okay. After going through this entire episode here, as an excuse to go, like making fun of like going to like Costco and places like that. Um, it's a fine episode. Uh, Certainly has its fair share of jokes. Some reoccurring gags. Season four, despite a lot of the creative designs and uptick in art in production costs, uh, there are there are a number of times where the uh, the background and the overlaying of like characters who are in a close up in a shot are not completely flush. So that's like I mean, that happens in a few shots, like in Act Two and Act Three. It's really noticeable at times. The roundabout way of having every or like all the of major principal characters ending up at the payday Costco megastore is kind of clever in its own way. Daria having being roped into going there by Jane because of Tom eating Jane's supplies and Quinn stealing a boot one of Daria's bootlaces. Kind of nice in its own way. Quinn Fashion Club ending up there because of Quinn forgetting to bring enough sunscreen for the Fashion Club when going to the party at the Thompsons' residence, and then the creepy dude sitting down with the Fashion Club, prompting Stacy and them to say, "You know what? We'll go too." Again, in its own way, clever. Probably not necessary, but again, it's an excuse to get the Fashion Club in a setting that you will never see them in. Kevin going there with Brittany and forgetting to get barbecue sauce, and then getting busted for buying her a cheap pendant. It is a nice gag, and with him trying to make it up to her and buying her all the things that she wants is kind of nice. It's a nice gag there, but kind of shows the relationship that they have. And when you think about it, since we only meet Kevin's parents in this episode, Kevin being all football heavy and wanting Mr. O'Neill to just pass Kevin outright, so we can focus on the football thing um, is there. But then you have the fact that Kevin's mother is worried about Brittany's influence on him. And when you see it from her perspective, that she does not like Brittany at all. It's like, okay, send Kevin off to go get some barbecue sauce. Okay, Brittany says that she'll go too. Kevin's mother knows Brittany well enough that she will distract Kevin from whatever it is that he's doing. If it's not football related, Kevin has no real focus, and Brittany is the definition of a distraction. So altogether, a fine episode. Still, in its own way, probably kind of forgettable at times too. I will comment on Tom with Trent and Jesse, but other than Tom, this basically like glaring at them when it's not really all it's not funny. If anything, it kind of shows it is kind of building a little bit because we know Tom and Daria end up being a couple for season 5, but season 4, considering that the how Tom is introduced at the end of season 3, and him and Jane are dating, and they're having a number of little issues. Psychotherapy. Jane has the webcam set up in her room, and Tom is humiliated. Tom eats Jane's art supplies here in Mart of Darkness. So we're starting to see that there are some issues, and also in this same episode, Mart of Darkness, obviously, Tom is having like some tension of sorts to Trent. So there is like the underlying thing that is kind of being laid down there for like, okay, if you want to split Tom up from Jane, there are issues being developed. Of course, a lot of that comes to a head in the final episode of the season, if memory serves me right, when Daria screws up Jane's hair dye. But again, we'll get to that when we get to that, which will be in quite a few weeks' time. So with that said, we'll wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching and so forth, and much appreciated. Tighten your friendship bracelets, stay safe, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you in the next episode, which will cover Legends of the Mall, which we nearly played in the recording for this episode. So catch you next time, folks.